So here's a classic AI question. Can a machine recognize emotions or have emotions itself? The first part, I think, yes. I think people, for example, change color with their emotions, and a machine would be able to detect that and make some guess about the emotion. Can it have emotions itself? I think emotions are defined by, we understand emotions only from human perspective. That's how we know them. So, and it's hard to apply that to a machine, I think. So I think you'd have to interrogate the whole question to quite a lot of detail before answering that.
Yeah, the first part of the question really presents some danger in not that can the machine recognize emotions, but what machines are recognizing emotions. You know, which algorithms are doing this? Are they in the hands of the right people? To me, that's a big question. In terms of computers having emotions themselves, I would say that artificial intelligence is good at, in recent years, mimicking art. But I wouldn't say that it's expressive because it doesn't know what it means to be expressive. And I read a piece recently by an author called Jan Swafford, and the piece is called The Intelligence of Bodies. And it states that on computers having emotions, it doesn't know what excitement is. And there's a reason why people call excitement pulse pounding, and computers don't have pulses. So when a computer sets out to do art, they don't fashion it in a whirl of creative trance, inflected by a deadline. So, you know, there's a real disconnect between emotions and computers that can never really be bridged. And I think that's okay too. I think perhaps art is so interesting because of its connection with the emotional expression. So maybe that's not what people want to hear, but I think to me it's interesting.
Exactly. Some machines we don't project these human-like things of like it is having an emotion or recognizing my emotions. It's even though we project sometimes like, you know, this machine is not doing the way I want it to behave or something, and then you're thinking, oh, it's angry, whatever. But it's just that moment you are clearly knowing that you are just projecting. But when it comes to AI, we tend to forget about that part, that we are projecting it. And I don't know, this recognition of the emotions, even if we as a human can do this or not, I really question myself about that.
You could say that machines have no curiosity, or you could say they have infinite curiosity because they don't get bored, you know. So if you give them a task, they'll just carry on it forever.
I think the curiosity still lies in the human. I think you can say that the machine can process a task infinitely and keep on looking for solutions, but it in most cases still doesn't know what it's looking for, and that evaluation still lies with the human. Say you are making music, the computer doesn't know what good music is. And again, that maybe ties into the fact that it can't feel emotions as well. So I think the curiosity part forever will come from humans.
It's interesting how the makers of the tools do often want to be forgotten. They really like the idea of making something that's autonomous and hide behind the AI almost. I'm thinking about David Cope, for example, making some software and then giving it a name, a female name. I can't remember the name of it. But then he's still there running it and also editing all the stuff that comes out of it. And I think a lot of AI art is really just a human, with AI just being used as a random number generator almost. When you edit and select the output of an AI, that's curation, that's a creative input, and it's actually completely changes the output, and it means that you'll probably have more creative input than the AI does.